From the stadium that hosted Super Bowl 48 back in 2014, there's a look at MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Denver Broncos and the New York Giants. Two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories. Who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports? And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Hands up!
And now we won't see a play on first down. Time out instead. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Ready? Track 60! 60 Eagles! 60 Eagles!
They go play action here on first down.
That's complete. It's Greg Dulcich.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the Giants are going to take possession of the football.
Time will tell if that's an interception that rattles the rookie here. First drive on the road.
And you know the discussion going into the game? Centered on, okay, let's get out nice and easy. Take care of the football. We're on the road. You're a youngster. Let's not make mistakes early. But now the conversation will shift to, okay, put it behind you. Move on. Long way to go in this one.
And now the Broncos will burn another timeout here. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. A first down carry for Barkley. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Play action. Now Wilson.
As this complete to Daniel Bellinger. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
Well, there's a new man here under center. What do you think they saw to acquire him, Charles?
I think they went back to their old scouting reports because those never go away. And I think that they liked him when he was coming out of school. Didn't have the opportunity to get him. But now with this opportunity, they think they can get him back to his former level.
That ball caught by Slayton. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points.
Now it's Wilson. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Randy Gregory able to get him down behind the line of scrimmage. Loss of a yard.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
A touchdown saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Williams.
And Williams is going to be stopped short of the yellow line. He did not get there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
36 power. Check.
4th down. Here's Wilson. And that is caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown. Mike Evans, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Giants take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point try good by Gano. And it's now a 7-0 game. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. So after the penalty, heading in the wrong direction, 2nd and 15. They'll look to throw. This will be caught. Judy. A huge play there for Denver. 42 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Flushed out right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, this defense for the Giants, terrific last week in the season opening victory.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Back to throw again.
Open man Hamler, that's complete.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
Got a man, it's Judy, complete.
And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 13-yard line. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
He's got it. Touchdown, Broncos.
So on this drive, the rookie leads him into the end zone, Charles, and that helps cancel out the points that were created on the previous drive when he threw the interception.
Yeah, let's give some credit to this rookie because instead of hanging his head after his mistake leads to a touchdown, he comes back out and he's firing and made up for it right there. A well-executed series that helps reestablish some confidence in him to run this offense.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Play action. It's Wilson. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. the shotgun. Wilson. And that's going to be caught downfield by Slayton. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That one good for 26 and a first down. Seven, our score after one. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory, right at the 40. They go play action with Wilson. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. Down the numbers. There he goes. 30, 10, and all the way home for a Broncos score. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Wilson. This is caught by Evans. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now as his guys have now moved out in front. Gano the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Hold the check.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive,
he's got a man, complete. A huge play there for Denver. 45 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Check match. Go check. Hurt.
Looking to throw. Over the middle, complete to Judy. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. A quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. This will be caught inside the 10. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Back to throw here. And it's caught. Touchdown, Broncos. Javonte Williams. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Broncos are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. McManus's point after is good. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth 1st half. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Taken in at the 3. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
They go play action now. Wilson under a heavy rush, and down he goes. They brought him in off the corner, and he gets in to drop him for a loss of 4.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week, and we just saw their first one of this game.
Five yards will get them back to the original line of scrimmage, but now they're looking at 3rd and 10.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains.
On 3rd down, Wilson.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
And the Giants send out their punter now.
KJ Hamler deep for the Broncos.
We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. Second and 4. And now this one may draw a penalty. He just blindly threw that one to the sideline. And, yep, indeed, the flag is out. So now it's third and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. They're looking for Judy, but it's intercepted. Julian Love picks it, and the Giants are going to take possession of the football.
Well, it certainly felt like he was going to challenge this defense no matter what, and he stepped up and tried to throw it to the outermost edge of the zone coverage, and they were more than ready for him. The problem now is if they are limited in what they're doing throwing the football, they got to figure out how to move it without being able to throw it to the outside and throw it downfield.
Touchdown, Giants! Russell Wilson now with 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And the Giants have broken our tie as they take the lead. Extra point try good by Gano. And they will take a 7-point lead. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Here comes another drive from this unit, and Charles, they're coming off a costly mistake on the last possession, an interception in a game that is very close right now.
Well, as we know, they all sting no matter what the situation, but in a one-possession game, that'll hurt a little bit more. But this is an excellent opportunity to make up for it on this drive. I just don't expect them to try and take huge gambles to make up that momentum in a hurry.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on first and second down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll set up a throw. He's got his 6'5" receiver. That's Tim Patrick. Past the 20. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Tim Patrick, 79 yards. And the Broncos are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point from McManus is good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here? And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And the Broncos are going to take possession of the football. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
And this is caught inside the 5. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They'll run it with Williams. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Javonte Williams on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns.
And the Broncos will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
McManus's point after is good, and they will take a 7-point lead. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Wilson's throw pulled in by Robinson here.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And the Broncos get there and take him down. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
A tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains.
Touch Missy, touch Missy. Bring out.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the 3rd quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the 3rd quarter.
And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On 2nd down and 4, Wilson.
He's got this complete to Robinson.
And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone.
Alert. Let's go double count right here. Double count.
Now Wilson on 1st down. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28.
Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
14.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Wilson.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had it and dropped it. That is an unforced error there, and it takes away what could have been a touchdown.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now it's Wilson. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. You don't see that a ton, do you? The cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball is moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on 2nd down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He doesn't scramble for it first, but he does get the last laugh by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Barkley is into the end zone. Touchdown, Giants.
But they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times that's a passing play.
The kicker just has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Past midfield. Still going. Oh, he doesn't quite make it down at the 1-yard line. As close as he could possibly get, but still, what a return.
And, partner, not only is he kicking himself right now, he's going to petition the league for 99-yard fields. That's almost not fair to get it that far and not get into the end zone. Nevertheless, a great return.
And they're into the end zone, but it's not verified yet. Hold on, there is a flag down. A costly penalty there. A lineman got downfield, and for the moment, that cost him 6 points. So now, just like that, things change dramatically. It's 1st and goal. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Javonte Williams, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Broncos have broken the tie. Extra point from McManus is good. And they will take a 7-point lead. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Keyshawn Nixon now from his end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They did what they had to do to start this 3rd quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
On 2nd and 7, Wilson. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game. And the Giants send out their punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. So a solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards. And it'll be a short field for the Broncos as they take over 1st and 10. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass. Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
Now back to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Albert O, 35 yards.
And the Broncos will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd.
McManus's point after is good. And the lead now up to 14. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
Pulls it in at the 13. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, he's got a man complete.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20. You normally talk about the mobility and the accuracy first, but the arm strength, that's what can turn Russ into Danger Russ.
It's Barkley on the counter. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. On 2nd and 11 now. Wilson.
Finding Evans here, going across the middle of the field. And the Giants are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
Wilson. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 2nd and goal from the 1. Wilson.
A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
That one was thrown into the end zone, and when they made a play on the ball, it was actually tipped up in the air, and that's not ideal for anyone on defense because what you're ordinarily taught is to knock the ball down towards the ground, almost like a volleyball player coming over the top and spiking it to make sure that the offensive guys can't catch it on the rebound.
And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown.
Darius Slayton, his 3rd touchdown of the game and 4th on the year. And the Giants have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
Gano the extra point, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive.
They've been rolling the last couple of drives, each inning in touchdowns. So this game is flipped. They were down. Now they're up with the football. We'll see how they handle it.
Can we get a spy on the headset now between the head coach and offensive coordinator? Because they've been in attack mode. Had to get back into the game. Now they have the lead. Do you stay on the attack? Or do you dial it back a little bit to try and protect this lead?
Well, my cop-out answer would be somewhere in the middle. I think it's going to be a fine line, is it not?
I think you're exactly right, but I do think if they can stay aggressive and keep them on their heels, they'll be best served that way.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And he's got it inside the 10. A huge play there for Denver. 43 yards.
Well, if you're a fan of offensive football, this game is for you because this one's been much more like a tennis match than a football game. Back and forth, and there's another example right there of another big play in the passing game.
Cougar 19.
And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Dragon 60.
They'll drop to throw. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal. Back to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. The kick by McManus is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So that's, CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field, into a sea of defenders have intercepted. And the Broncos are going to take possession of the football. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches.
6 the Eagles. 7 Pirates, 70 Rangers, trap 60.
He'll drop to throw. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
They run. It's Williams. And not only did he not get in the end zone, he didn't get the first down either. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. This offense returning out there, and really, you remember the last drive, Charles, it was over before it even began. They threw the interception on the very first play.
And what that means is for all these guys, it's been a while since they've been out there going full speed, so they've got to get everyone back out there, run a couple of your go-to plays, make sure you get your offense oiled up a little bit. They've got to be able to start fast, but they've got to be efficient as well.
Especially the quarterback.
He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Justin Simmons.
And the Broncos are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
They had to put it mildly. Look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line.
19-18.
Williams going to get it again on second down.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game.
This offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10.
They'll try and run down some clock with Williams. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here.
And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. That's their first time getting to the quarterback, sack number 1. And, you know, they had 5 last week, I'm remembering.
And you have to find a way to slow down the pass rush, not necessarily with just protecting your quarterback, but you show them a lot of different looks, and they did that in the first half. You know, different angles, different things to slow down the speed. They got to him here in the second half. Now they've got to come up with a counter to that and maybe do something different.
131 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
19. They pass.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. Under pressure, and down he goes.
Kayvon Thibodeaux, he beat the O-line and recorded the sack.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
60 Bobcats. Buffalo 18. 79 Broncos.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts. As the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. And movement by one of the Broncos up front, and in comes the flag. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now, 3rd and long. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. Run those extra defenders on the field. Dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit in the football.
And it's taken in at the 9. 51 yards on the punt there. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit triple zeros. One last shot for Wilson. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game.
There's a reason inside linebackers are often captains of a defense. They call the signals. They have the opportunity to affect the game in coverage, against the run, and, of course, on blitzes. Living in the best of both worlds here. Already has an interception. Now he gets to record a sack, too.
Pass complete to Robinson.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34.
Well, this was a fun one today if you like points. A lot of them went on the board.